You're here at the Noah Hallock Homestead in Rocky Point. It was built in about 1721 when Noah Hallock and Bethiah Youngs came from Aquebogue to settle and live in Rocky Point. The house is in the Cape Cod style and is one of the oldest houses on Long Island. It's on the state and national registers of historic places. They built this house and 7 generations of Hallocks subsequently lived here. Noah is descended from Peter Hallock, who was one of the original settlers of the town of Southold. In 1640, they came from Connecticut to escape religious persecution and settled in Southold. Peter had a number of sons who divvied up the land, so Noah, his grandson, needed to come further west to start his farm. So first he went to Aquebogue, and then in 1721, with Bethiah Youngs, came here to Rocky Point. 7 generations, beginning with Noah to the last generation who lived here, Sylvester Heathcote Hallock, whom many people knew because he was a farmer, a very active farmer here, as was his grandfather and father. They were chicken farmers, they had horses, horse farming. You had to have animals in order to run their farm. This was the homestead, and they also had property up on the hill behind us. That land was ultimately developed as Hallock Acres. Sylvester's grandfather and father, Sylvester and Merritt, were active in the cordwood industry here on Long Island. Sylvester, the senior, had about 2,000 acres at one point, stretching almost all the way down to Whiskey Road in what's now Middle Island. The cordwood would be harvested, brought up by wagon up to our Hallock Landing Beach here, and loaded onto ships that would go into New York City and up the Hudson to Haverstraw for the brick furnaces that would make the bricks to build New York City. And that's how they became prominent, and how they were, wealthy men at that point, and they were able to change the house and create, a more substantial homestead for themselves. We do have some artifacts that have come back from the Hallock family, including our rocking horse that everyone loves, some bedroom furniture, a lot of pottery, lovely pottery, some handmade baskets that the family preserved. We have some interesting features. We have a little secret stairway that goes upstairs and leads to a trap door in one of the very small bedrooms up there. We also have some contemporary history represented here. We have the history of RCA and Radio Central that was here established in 1921. We also have a farm room that represents not just the history of the Hallocks, but other important farm families here in Rocky Point, the Tuthills, the McCarricks. So on the grounds, we have 3 outbuildings that are also part of the National Register nomination, and that is our chicken coop, our outhouse, of course, and a well house. We also have a gift shop here where we sell our publications, Slavery in Rocky Point, Vessel Ashore, about the cordwood industry and about the mysterious shipwreck that happened on the shore. And also, we have a coloring book, Historic Scenes around Rocky Point. So we'd like you to come and see the Noah Hallock Homestead, one of the oldest houses on Long Island. From the Revolution, 6 patriots born right here in the house, 2 of them buried nearby, all the way to the Daily Mirror history, the North Shore Beach history, the radio history. There's so much history told here for young and old. We want you to come and see it.